with WWE being said, so how come it took you so long? Because you did a couple of dark matches in 2002 and 2003, and then you end up being a commentator. So how come you didn't sort of? Was it just because you were Turner guaranteed money? That's why you didn't jump over?
No. I had a 12-year-old son and a 2-year-old daughter. And I wanted to, and I was on the road so much for years, and it gave me the opportunity to go home and be a stay-home father. So that's what I did. I got to take my kids to school every day. I got to go to AAU basketball with my son, cheerleader practice with my daughter, and get paid at the same time. So now my kids are grown now, and they tell me that was one of the best times of their life. You know, it's like we went everywhere. Vacation, I was just with my kids. I spent all the time with my kids and my mother.
Mm-hmm. I'm right. I'm getting paid for it and healing up as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Because, I mean, you'll know this. Dallas, what did he take? 50 cents on the dollar. WWF bought his contract out. And then they booked him that crap.
All for him to go up there and treated him like, I mean, I don't know. His run, I didn't really pay a lot of attention to it because it was his run. But I don't know if it was what he expected, you know? So
it certainly, as a fan, it wasn't what I was hoping for. I wasn't hoping for it to end with Undertaker's wife pinning him, which did happen. So what was the journey? You eventually go to WWE. So who makes an overture first? Who recommends to who?
You know, so Johnny Ace and I was pretty good friends when he was in WCW. We came to be pretty good friends. And one day, Johnny called me out of the blue and said, "Hey, man, why don't you try coming up here to WWE? I can get you a dark match." And I said, "No, if WWE want to sign me, they'll call me and sign me. I don't want to do no dark match. I'm going back to karate." So we talked a little bit. He said, "Well, just come on and do a dark match. Vince don't know you like that. Come up here, let Vince know you. Will pay your way up, pay you for a dark match." I went up there, did the dark match, met Vince, and it was pretty nice. And Johnny called me and said, "Hey, man, Vince like you. They want to hire you." So I said, "All right." As soon as I get there, they put me in a position I've never been in before. Commentary. I was like, I don't even know how to talk like that. Why would y'all put me in a position like that? Well, I said, let me try. It might work out. It may not. And I'm telling you, the way it's just like going from a very high public school where everything is you go get it, you find a way to get it, to pass the class, to like a real strict private school. Because WCW, you had all the superstars. You can go to guys that you work with and say, "Hey, how did I do this? What do I say about this?" And these guys will get it. Now, when you go to WWE, it was like the guys who was on top didn't want to tell you what to do because, hey, you may take their spot. So it was quiet. You know, it was quiet. So when I got there, I said, let me just try to figure this out. And it was such a hard time for me to figure out how to be a commentator and what to talk about, because I was a karate guy. They never even asked me. I didn't even know the name of all the wrestling holds. Think about it. How I came from karate and came in. I wasn't that kind of guy. I was like, they get them in some leg lock or do something. How can I talk about that leg lock if I wasn't taught that way? You know? So they just had me out there, and then after time came, they said, "Hey, you want to go back and wrestle?" I said, "Yeah." You know, I guess that was they were telling me it wasn't working out with the commentator. So I said, "Let me try to on my way out. Let me try to wrestle again." And the match, they gave me a dark match. I was working Shem Benjamin, and I forgot the guy name who was in with him. They were tag team.
Charlie Haas.
Charlie Haas, yeah. So they were wrestling, and they supposed to do it. I was wrestling with somebody else. I forgot who my tag team partner. But we went out, boom, boom. They were supposed to get the heat on me at this dark match. They were supposed to get the heat on me, so they got the heat on me. My partner got knocked out, so they would beat me down. And they said, "Hey, somebody gonna come to you and save the day." And Nathan, you know, here come I'm bad with these names now because it's been a long time ago. Here come who was that?
I'm trying to look.
Now I'm so bad with these names now. Okay, I know who it is.
Go on.
John Cena.
John Cena.
So John Cena came to the ring. Boom, we fought them all. Boom, he saved the day. Came to the ring. Then they came and announced me as the winner of that match. And then John Cena took the mic. He did his yo, 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 bang, bang, bang. And then crowd was still popping. And then when John Cena reached to give me the mic, and I reached to get the mic, and the crowd went crazy. The crowd started cheering, yeah, yeah, because they knew what I was going to do. At that very moment, the referee came over to me as I got the mic, because they were cheering my name. After I got the mic, the referee came over and said, hey, they said, give the mic back to John Cena. So I gave it back to John Cena. At that time, John Cena wasn't the John Cena. They were just working the man, and it was a dark match. But after that, I kind of realized, I was like, man, these guys don't want to do nothing with me because the crowd wanted something and I could give it to them. And I just completely lost my mojo. Because, you know, when you're in a place and you feel like you're not wanted, it's like everything is a problem. You know, like everybody looking at you, laughing at you, thinking you can't do this. It's like it took me back to when I was a kid, when people would say to me, you're not supposed to be able to do this. You can't do this. You'll never be in the thing. You'll never amount to anything. You'll never have this. You'll never have this. You're poor. Your mom had you when she was 16. You know, you're not going to have this. All the time I used to hear those things growing up. That moment in WWE took me back there to where if I would get on the mic, I would lose my voice because I was so nervous. My mouth was so dry because I knew people back there were looking at me to be, you know, they didn't think I could do it. So, you know, it was a hard moment. It was a hard experience. But then in the end, I'm glad I went there. I'm glad I got to say I worked in WCW and I worked in WWE for 4 years.